So the today's question is for 85 maximum consecutive number, and given in binary array return the maximum number consecutive ones in the array. So in the first example, the maximum consecutive number is 3, and we have to return 3. The first two digits in the last 3 digits are consecutive ones, and the maximum number consecutive one is 3. And next example number 2, here is the maximum consecutive number is 2. So let's see and understand by the example and see what approach I use to solve this question. So let's start by understanding the example number 1. Our array is 1 0 and 1, and we have to return the maximum consecutive ones. Let's see how I solve this question. So we have to take two variables. One is count and second is maximum count, and we initialize both as by 0. Count it is initialized by 0, and second is maximum count, so we are going to use this count to save the count of ones, and we are going to traverse the array from the first element. So let me write the step also. The first step, so if the particular number is 1 and if the particular number is 1, and we are going to increase the count, we are going to increment in the count, and so in first iteration the number is 1, yes, and so we increase the count 1, so here is the maximum count. And our count becomes 1, and so we have to update maximum count also by 1, and we move to the next element of the array, and this again check if the number is 1, then we increase the count, and here the count is 1, and now the count becomes 2, and now we increment in maximum count. Our maximum count is 2. Now again we move to the next element at this point. Now the element is not 1. Now what we are going to do here? So we are going to do here is the else part, and what we do. So now the so number is not 1, so that we are now we are going to do is we set the count is 0. Count is 0. If the number is not 1, then we set the count is 0, and still the maximum count remains 2. Do not make changes in it, so we do not need to update this. And again we move to the next element and we check the element is 1, so now again our count is 1, and now the maximum count is 2, so we have not increment in maximum count. So again we move to the next element, we check if the element is 1. Now our count becomes 2, and the maximum count still remains 2, and again we move to next element and check if the element is 1. Now the count becomes 3, and at this point the maximum count is 2. So now we increment in maximum count and it becomes 3, so our answer is 3. This is the approach that we use to solve this question. Let's see the Python code. Here we use the two variables, maximum consecutive and the current consecutive, and we initialize the both variable by 0, and here I start the loop and check if and it iterates over the elements of the array, and I check if the number is 1, and it increment in the current consecutive count, and the maximum count is used to save the count of the ones. So if the number is not 1, then the current consecutive count is 0, and we have to return our maximum count. So the code is working same like as we already understand by the example. So its time complexity is big of n.